Tell me should be here tonight. Hey, Mike, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We'll start the show in about 2 minutes. I'm just waiting on my co-host to come. Somebody's wanting to battle me. Let's see. Give me just a few. I'm just waiting on my co-host. Thank you, Kelly. I don't see Shadow either. Kelly, if you can kind of watch my views. One more minute. All right, kitchen. All right, man. If you want to request the box, I'm gonna go over my um, what my show's about. This is my I'm Wild West. This is my show about. Yeah, go ahead and okay. This is Wild West, my show. What would you do? It's basically scenarios of relationships. It could be leadership. It could be streams. I have this show every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I've got two amazing guests, Top Badge Kitchen and Art Man. So if you guys want to request the box, I have you open by telling a little bit about yourself. Hey, Chris. Art Man, let's see. Art Man. Hey, how are you, brother?
Tired. So between last night, I putting out fires in apartments, and then today some work, and I got some puppies right here with me. I'm a little bit on the ragged side, but I'm good. I'm ready to go.
You want to tell a little bit about you and how long you've been streaming, what you're doing?
So let's see. My name's Art Man. I do this whole show behind me called Fake Facts. We do that each and every Wednesday, 12 a.m., 9 Pacific Standard Time. You were on the show last week, champion last week. Good job, Wild West. I've been streaming now on the app it'll be about 3 years next week. And then I do have that featured show now. I'm looking to become a top badge at some point. So if you guys want on the show or something, or hey, I'm there. I'm also a retired military veteran. I did 20 years on submarines. So if you're retired military, first responder, or anything like that, I love having those conversations in my streams. So if you want to come in and check it out, I'm there.
Yeah, definitely. I see Top Badge Kitchen.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Hi, Art Man.
Hi, Kitchen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Well, I'm just me, but I have been on the app for almost 3.5 years. My stream is just kind of random, and it's late at night, so it is a little bit after dark a lot of the time. Markman can tell you, he lurks. Right, Art Man?
Exactly. Yeah. We'll keep it that way.
He comes and occasionally says hi, and then that's about it. But I do like to be on shows. I do like to do stuff like this. I do want to have a show sometime eventually. I just can't figure out what would be the perfect one for me. I know kitchen it would be cooking, you would think, but I kind of want to involve a little more than that. So I'm trying to do something more with that because I just recently started juicing. So
Oh, wow. Congrats. Yeah.
thank you.
So let's go ahead and kick off the first scenario. I think you guys have saw the questions, right? You find out from somebody else that your partner has kissed another person. You thought you were both happy, and there seems to be no reason for it. How would you handle that?
Go ahead, Kitchen. You can start.
Oh, you're such a doll. You're such a doll.
Yeah, women
Um, it depends on the situation, honestly. I know that sounds crazy, but that's just me and my.
Oh, it looks like she froze. Kitchen, you still there?
Kitchen. She froze up a little bit. There she is.
Are we there? Yeah, my phone, y'all. I'm sorry. My wife. I live in the country. It just in case anybody doesn't know, I live in the middle of nowhere.
Which country?
So I apologize. Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, that country. So what did y'all miss? I don't know what y'all heard.
You said it all depends on, and that's where you kind of froze.
And that's where first. Okay. So it all depends on the situation. It all depends on, I mean, everybody kisses their mother, everybody can kiss their best friend. So, I mean, now if it might be a little something more than that, if that's what your situation is, and that's where you're going with this situation, I would say, I would be like, if I saw it, I'd be like, I saw that. It right there. Just nip it in the bud, you know. However, if it was something that somebody said, somebody told me, I would probably have to investigate a little bit further because everybody likes to stir shit up. And are we a program show or do I need to watch?
We're not featured. We're not featured yet.
Okay, good. But yeah, then I would probably do a little more investigation on that, you know, because women are pretty darn good about that. I'm just saying. But I would definitely keep my eye on him and a little bit closer tabs than I had before, and investigate this so cool person that kissed my man,
All right.
and go from there. Yeah.
Well, the good thing to know about a kitchen, it wasn't me that kissed your man. It wasn't me. I swear to God. So
Iron Man.
as you can tell, I love to laugh. So I agree with Kitchen in a way. It all depends on the situation. How long have you been in this relationship? Is it an exclusive relationship? Because if you're dating, right? If you're dating and if you go on a date and it's like, hey, it's a goodbye kiss. All right, hey, have a good night. If it's a little more of a passionate kiss, right? And someone realizes that, hey, she's your,
Right.
you know, you're with her, she's your man. You know, it all depends on how strong a relationship and what you have going for you at that point.
Agreed.
Also, you got to take a look at it. If it's someone that's telling you, right, what is that person's intentions? Are they your friend? Are they there to like seize the opportunity? So you got to be careful. Make sure you got your own back, right, before you start asking questions.
Exactly.
I think the big thing is confront that person, right? Ask the questions. Don't believe in just, you know, the situation. You know, it could be like you said, kissing a cousin, or, you know, and that's just part of the family, right? Kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Kiss
Well,
on the
but
cheek.
I mean, if the person doesn't know,
Yeah.
you know, the person doesn't know the person that they kissed, and they're stirring up a lot of hoo-ha that they didn't need to.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, I realize I'm from West Virginia, but that cousin kissing thing, you know.
I didn't mean it like
You
that.
know.
Let's
Well, you know.
let's go to the second scenario. Your partner is very flirty, almost inappropriately so. You know it's their personality and have no reason to think they're cheating on you, but their flirting makes you feel uncomfortable. How would you handle that?
You get to go first.
Oh, I get to go first on this one? Okay, thanks.
Mhm.
So on this situation, because there's a level of trust, and you understand that they're not cheating on you, but you got to take them to the side and be like, hey, you know what? I love you. I do. You know, I love being with you. I love being together, right? But can we compromise? You got to do a compromising situation, because I myself, I'm one of those type of people. I'm very flirtatious. I love to for people to have a good time. I love to crack jokes everywhere, right? But it doesn't mean anything as long as you know that that's how far you are in that relationship. So make sure you communicate with your significant other. Hey, this doesn't feel comfortable to me. Can you hammer it down? And if they're not willing to hammer it down, you know, maybe that's not a relationship you should necessarily be in, because they're not looking out for the best intentions of you.
Right. Kitchen.
My turn. I agree. So I'm just trying to think. I flirty, okay, but if you're flirting so much where you're calling people beautiful, this and that to other people, but you don't tell me that, I'm gonna have an issue. I feel like it would be nice that you use some of your efforts towards other people towards me, because when we're out, I don't feel special. You know, you don't make me feel adored. You know, you give all your efforts towards everybody else and not me, and that really hurts. And I just want you to know my side of when we go out. And I know you're having fun, and I enjoy that, and that's fine. That's great. But can you just tone it down just a little, you know, and save some of that flirtiness for me? Because you never know where it might get you when we're at home.
Yeah. I'm the same way as Art is. My nature is to make people feel good, have a good time. I don't think anything other than, that. It's kind of flirty. It's always try to make people feel better, right? So
Right.
I don't look at it as, wanting a relationship with somebody or something like that. It's just who I am. So
No,
I
and
totally agree.
yeah.
Go ahead. You gonna say something, Kitchen?
No, I was just say I understand, but that I mean, men have a perspective, and like women, we're seeing is okay. You flirt, you go around Peter go, and everything. To me, I'm like, okay, have fun, whatever. Because like if I figure it out and see it and understand, okay, that's great. But if it goes a little bit too far, well, you could use some of those compliments on me, you know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
what if I'm not getting any of those compliments that are being given out freely to these other people? Because trust me, I have been there.
Yeah, I totally get it. The worst things I've ever seen is like in a bar, right? And somebody is drinking a little bit too much, and they start with their partner, and they start talking to you, right, and getting all flirty, and then all of a sudden, then it's with drinking involved, then it gets all, sometimes crazy.
Just a little.
Yep.
I, I I told somebody, a guy one day, because the girl was flirting with me in the bar. I told the guy straight out, you need to put a leash.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Put a
Thank
leash
you.
on her. I mean, because I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just sitting there having a beer, right? I didn't ask for it.
So there, having a beer.
So,
Oh my.
you guys, if you're just joining, I'm Wild West. This is my show. What would you do? It's basically scenarios and anything from leadership to relationships to streaming. Um, and it's a round table conversation. I've got Top Badge Kitchen here. I've got Artman as my guest this week. With that being said, my show is every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to be part of the show, just contact myself, my IGs, and my profile. So let's go to the third scenario. On your wedding day, your partner confesses they had an affair. They swear it's over. The wedding is all paid for, and your guests are starting to arrive. What would you do? How would that honeymoon be? I mean, you know, Would you end it? All your guests are there? Church is already paid for. The wedding ceremony's already paid for. I mean, how would you handle that?
Do you want this one, Kitchen? Go for it.
I knew you were gonna do that. I'd be like, okay, well, if you don't want to be married, we can be up in front of everybody when we get there and just announce that, it'll be on you. You say, this is not what you want. Is it something, is it something that we can work forward on? Do you really still want to be together? You just don't want to be married? If you didn't want to be married, why did you propose to begin with? To be honest, seriously. I would ask like all those questions because that makes absolutely, no sense to me. If it's something we can work through, go to counseling, then let's try it. But at the same time, you know what, you don't want to be there, then that's fine. I'll be happy on my own or heading forward into a new direction. So that'd be about it.
So for me, it's excuse me. Well, I mean, are they willing to go on the honeymoon with us? I mean, I'm kidding. No. So I don't care. I don't know how long the engagement was for. I don't care how long the engagement was for, whether it be 2 hours, whether it be 2 years, right? If you say you love me, it's me and only me. So that stuff happening is just not right. Like excuse me, I got a couple of dogs running around. So that stuff happening just is not. It doesn't suit me. I am a one-person woman. I am a one-woman man, and I am not sharing anyone with anyone else.
Well, I mean,
Right.
if they come to you right before, at your wedding day, right before, and
I would go on the honeymoon by myself.
I like when NorCal said she would kick them to the curb and party.
And party.
Yeah, but to do it on your wedding day and bring that up when you had plenty of time before that day arrived if you're going to confess, I mean, do it way before the day.
Well, I mean, with all due respect, I'm not saying respectfully, right? But if it happened like the night before with, say, like one of my ushers or best man or something, I understand that, hey, I'm trying to get it out, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Once again, it could be 2 minutes before or 2 years before. If it happened, and it's not going to happen again.
So would you kick them?
Right.
Or give them a
Easily.
Okay.
Josh, thank you.
They wanted their word. They wanted their word.
Kick them for sure. Let's go to scenario 4. You and your partner sit down to have a serious conversation about your relationship, where your relationship is going, and you realize they don't ever want to get married. So you've been in this for 7-10 years, right? You've already been invested 7 to 10 years, right?
Right. So if you have depending on what state you live in, they have this thing called common law marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So if I believe the state of California, is 7 years. So if you've been living with someone, you can verify that you've been living with them for over 7 years. It's a common law marriage. Therefore, you are actually technically legally wed, and stuff like that. But whether it's a ring on or not, it's 2 months. Sorry, read the comments. My bad. If
Colorado,
you're in a
it's 6
relationship,
months.
oh really? If you're with someone for that amount of time, maybe you need to have that talk. And it's not a bad talk. It's really not. But hey, you know what? I do love you. I just don't want to. I don't want to have to do the paperwork, right? Do we have to have? Do we have to? Hey, do we have to have blood work done? Do we have to have all this stuff done just to say, hey, I love you. I love you. I'm gonna go sleep with you every night, or almost every night. Do we really need that paperwork? No. As far as I'm concerned.
Kitchen?
I'm with him. I really am. I mean, what if you don't want the paperwork? Paperwork. If the paperwork, if you don't want to get married, then we're not going to get married. We've lived together this far. It's just a piece of paper. That piece of paper doesn't really do anything except for
Right.
just solidify a bond in marriage. But you've already got that if you're living together, and you both are good and both on the same sides with each other. Everything is good. I mean, if you don't want to get married, then don't get married. Let's just be what we are, best friends, living and having fun, and thank you, and go from there, you know. So I mean, that's just how I see it. Now, marriage, yeah, one day I'm sure maybe I'll get married again, but if I don't, I don't. It'll be one of those things that are done together. We don't have to get married. You've already lived together that long. You possibly could be common married, And I
That's,
think as long as you're happy together, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
yeah. Put a twist on it. What if you wanted kids and they don't want kids? And after that long,
Honestly, like if I wanted kids, then we might have to have a talk. But at my age right now, I mean, I might adopt, but you know,
yeah.
so there's that. There's that.
What about you, Art?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
What if the conversation
But
was not about being married, but about having kids, and you wanted kids?
So once again, that I hope that's a generalized statement. For myself, I'm at the age where, I mean, I would love to have at least one more child. However, not possible either. I mean, I'm at that stage where I've had my girls are grown, and it's tough for me to take care of them as they are as teenagers. I don't need me going into diapers and taking care of one going in that has diapers. It's just not it's not the same. I love kids, but I don't think I could have kids. Not at this age. If I were younger, for me, yes. And it all depends on the situation. Like, hey, what age are we talking about? You've been in this relationship for what, 7 to 10 years, you say. So I'm like, when did you start? When did it end? From high school through college, or there's a lot of factors that go into it. So you got to sit down and talk with your significant other about that.
Yeah, my last wedding, we lived together for years and years and years, right? And we only got married because we could get a break on our mortgage. That's the only reason.
oh
Good
wow,
Neither
reason.
one of us. Yeah, it cut our mortgage in half. Being married.
wow,
hmm So
Hey,
that's
that's
the only reason why I
crazy.
got
Kitchen, I'm buying a house. You busy? I'm just
married.
asking.
Yeah,
No.
that's what it was.
Well,
That's what it was.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's what it was. And called me, and we flew to Vegas that weekend. They got married in Vegas.
Oh my
Did you have
gosh.
Elvis? Did Elvis wed you?
No, we did it in the mountains. We did it outside of Vegas in the mountains.
Oh,
So
nice.
we took a limo up to the mountains and got married.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah. Otherwise, I would have never been married. We would have
That,
just lived together.
wow. That's weird, but okay.
Yeah. So you guys, if you just join in, I'm Wild West. I'm your host.
Hello.
This is my show. What would you do? I do this show every Thursday night at
Hi,
8
Sandra.
p.m. Eastern. Uh, I want to welcome my guests, Top Badge Kitchen and Art Man. Uh, both of them are tremendous. I appreciate both of you guys here. Thank you. So let's go into
You're
the
welcome.
next scenario. Your
Mhm.
partner tells you that they had sex with somebody else. Their excuse is that they were extremely drunk and they seemed sincerely sorry about it. What would you do?
I don't care how drunk you are. if you're silly enough to get that drunk to not remember that you're in a relationship with me, or to care about my feelings or what's happening, you're not just gonna get kicked to the curb. You're gonna get kicked to the curb, and all your stuff's gonna go to the curb with you the following day.
I agree. My theory is once a cheater, always a cheater. I know people can change, but yeah, no.
You can't make excuses.
No, I mean, you know what what you're doing. I don't care if you're drunk or not. You know what you're doing. So yeah, I'm the same way as I would kick them.
You
Right.
can't make excuses for anything that you do in life. When it comes down to it, did you take the drink? Yes. So that impaired your judgment. So it's still your choice to take that first drink, no matter what it was. Right? That's your fault and your choice. And if you don't want to be with me, you wouldn't have taken that drink. Sorry.
Right. Exactly.
I agree.
Yeah, there's no excuse at all for anybody cheating. So let's go. We're going through the questions quick.
I'll make more jokes. My bad.
If we have to end early, we have to. My show always ends late, so it's fine. Here's a last scenario. You find out your partner has been messaging somebody else. These messages are flirty, and you're not happy with them at all. But as far as you're aware, your partner hasn't met up with the person they're texting.
I'll
This
take
has
that
happened.
one.
Yeah.
This happened
Go
to
ahead.
me. Yeah, Daylin, right? Oh. So, let's just say I'll let it go on for a minute. I'll let it go on for a minute because I did. I knew what was going on, and everybody is in here that knows me knows exactly who I'm talking about. Um, but in the end, and I was stupidly, because I'm just that naive person. I thought, okay, nothing is gone, transpired. It's just aimless hopelessness for the idiot, And so I not, and I just let it go. I just let it go. But at the end, when they said, okay, they just don't want to be together, and the other comment was they didn't want to get married, and that was a shocker too. And so 3 weeks after not being at my house and living back at his house, but there were other things going on, like his ex-wife lived there and his kids, and he spent 2 to 3 days a week over there instead of here. Anyway, so yeah, it was a crazy thing. He finally messed up. He wouldn't talk to me on the phone at night like we used to. He would see me face to face if I came to town. He'd let his ex-wife do it all for him. So yeah, it was crazy. It was so anyway, he said he was done, and I just let him go, and people were like, wow, you're brave, you just like moved on from that. Yeah, because I was already over it.
Well, how did you find out? I mean, did you see some of the messages? Just being observant.
I'm being observant, being very observant. I mean, what man wants to stay 2 hours in a bathroom and not just come to bed?
I mean, maybe he really had to go. Okay, maybe he really had to.
Seriously, Artman, come on now, come on. And yeah, so it's a long story, but kicked no way, still cheating. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I stayed out of it. But anyway, the person's no longer on the app. That grass might have looked greener until you find it. Yeah, that one found that grass is brown, really brown.
So,
That's a fact. So the thing on this is, like, this has kind of happened to me. So my ex-wife, when we were together for 14 years. When we started splitting apart, I spend a lot of time at work. She thought, and we've talked about this, we've discussed it. We still have a lot of love for each other. She's my ex, and we have children that we raised together. So, I mean, I'm not taking anything bad on her. She's a great mom, bad lover. Great mom, bad lover. Okay, bad wife. So, because I spent a lot of time at work trying to improve and enhance my career, she thought I was actually out cheating on her. She really thought that. So I would go home and I'm like, hey, you know what? Hey, what's for dinner? What are we doing? Do you want me to cook? Are you cooking? Right? She spent a lot of time at home because she has a lot of not disabilities. She has a lot of handicap, medical issues, I should say. Not disabilities, medical issues. There's a little bit of a difference in that. So when we were doing that, we just kind of fell out of ways to each other. You know, we would go to bed. Like either I would go to bed before she did, or vice versa. Right? If you love that person, you're gonna go to bed with them each and every night, around the same time. You know, little bit of differences. So we were each noticing that in our relationship, and then, I mean, that's kind of where it lies. That's kind of where it happened. I knew that she was talking to people online or whatever. I trusted her, right? It's people online, and there's people out there, right? And we're talking about the general world. There's people out there that their entire life revolves around fantasy. When I say fantasy, right? I'm not saying like streaming, right? Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that just sit here and stream, but they're like, yeah, I have a wife that I can go to, love right there at home, but I'm going to look for something better. I have a husband that's willing to do anything for me, but I'm going to find something better. Some guy that has more money, or he has fame, he has fortune, right? Something to make my life better. Or are they thinking that, or is that just part of their fantasies, right? So if it's part of a fantasy, right, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's really not. If you can trust your loved one to make it as part of a fantasy, that's good, because it keeps them entertained towards you.
Right.
Right?
No, it happened to me too, and it turned out to be somebody. I shook their hand. You know, I knew them. We were doing a partnership on flipping houses, right? And I don't know. I just happened to pick up her phone and do a Google search on her phone. It was right there, and I'm like, and a text popped up, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And where they were back and forth. So I had the information right there on it, and it confronted her. But at the end of the day, he ended up being married. He was married. So I let his wife know. I let his wife know. Damn well. Yeah. And, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, it was her to blame. And we were falling apart anyway. So, you know, and with work I do, I work a lot of late nights because I work for a hospital. I'm on call 24/7, right? I could get a phone call 3 o'clock in the morning and have to be up and be working. And she didn't like that. And you know, COVID broke up a lot of relationships because you were stuck in a house with somebody, and every little thing got on your nerves, every little thing, you know. And we both you know, did a lot of video calls and conferences and stuff like that. So, you know, usually she was working from home and I was always in the hospital. But when COVID happened, I spent a lot more time at home, and I was nonstop on calls. So it kind of, I think COVID broke up a lot of relationships because people were stuck in the same house together. They couldn't go anywhere. They couldn't do anything, you know. And I heard that's why a lot of people went to streaming was during COVID too. Yeah.
I am one of them people. I went to streaming because of COVID, and I think streaming was a good outlet for me.
Me too.
It was.
Well, you know, COVID changed the world because even kids going to school and stuff like that, it messed them up because they couldn't go to the schools and being home taught and, you know, playing sports and all that. You know, going to school, it was all about the sports. It was all about the academics. And when they were stuck at, you know, I think COVID changed the world a lot just by the interaction. Right now, we're all on video or chatting, and there's not a lot of social anymore. Real life meeting somebody. You know, we're stuck behind the computers now. Yeah. But yeah, COVID, I think I'd like to do a statistic. Maybe next week I'll do a statistic about how many relationships broke up during COVID.
That's sick. It was 6 for me. 6.
6.
I mean, hey, you meet these people online and they get frisky. I'm just kidding.
No, there's a lot of catfishing online. I saw that. I gave up on it.
Yeah, I saw some catfishing, and I accused people of catfishing, and they weren't catfishing.
Oh.
If you've never catfished in your life, you don't know what it's like. It's a good time.
Damn it, Art.
Help! Help!
Wow.
Hi, my name is Wanda.
Yeah, I'm like, help! Help! Let me out of here!
You sure got a pretty picture.
You sure are beautimous. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Once you
All
get
right,
up
let
in
me,
that box.
You give lessons out there.
Can you go ahead and describe yourself to me? Yeah, I have long legs, long enough to reach the floor.
We'll go over some fun facts. I didn't realize we're going to go through 6 scenarios that fast. One of the fun facts is give me love or give me chocolate. Be it in the movies or during Valentine's Day, the link between chocolate and lovers is evident. However, scientists have found that eating chocolate can momentarily make one feel the same way they do when they are in love by releasing serotonin.
Serotonin.
Yeah. So
Yes.
eating chocolate and being in
yeah.
love, it has some, connection. Let me do another one. What is it?
I don't know. I love me some chocolate. So I mean,
What's wrong with the love?
I do.
there's so many different things you can do with chocolate. So
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
it's mine out of the gutter, people. Jeez.
Have you met me?
Next one is hold my hand. Feeling anxious or nerves driving you crazy? Just go ahead and hold the hand of the one you love, and it will calm you down and reassure your nervous state of mind, as per research conducted on people's behavior.
Right.
So, yeah, Art's holding his own hand. How's that working out for you, Art?
If you don't love yourself, you can't love anyone else.
This is true.
Just putting that out there.
This is true.
Just putting that out there.
I'm
You
glad
have to grow to love yourself before you love anyone else.
Yeah,
It is
I'm
fact.
glad you said
It is
that, because I said something to somebody the other day. Somebody was controlling them or doing something on one of their streams. I said, look, the only thing you can control is yourself. You can't control anybody else. They're not going to. All you can do is control how you react and what you do.
Yeah.
You're trying to control somebody else, it's not going to work out for you. Yeah. Kissing is not just for arousal. It's a foolhardy to associate kissing with only sexuality and mate selection. It is a way for a couple to establish comfort and bond with each other, especially becomes a marker of intimacy and connection in long-term relationships. So yeah, I think it's a form of affection that you care for somebody, but not as long as it's my partner's not kissing somebody else. Right?
Facts.
Well, no, you should show affection.
Oh, wait. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back.
Pinkins. Well, you two quit kissing each other, dang it.
That mutual loving gaze. Mutually gazing at each other can stimulate a love for each other. The levels of intimacy, romantic love, and passion significantly increase when you look into each other's eyes for some time. So, just research fact.
I mean, yeah, I can agree with that in a way, but I hear the gaze, right, or look, the glare, the gaze, and it's someone's eyes, and I go back to the movie Demolition Man, and I don't know if you remember the movie or not. In there, he was at that point in time, Sandra Bullock was really hot. I don't know about you, she was really hot. But
She's
they
a
put on
gorgeous
those
woman.
like those glasses. Like, yeah, you want to copulate? Copulate. You want to do what? Yeah, be with me. And so all you can do is sit there with these glasses on. You can't touch anyone. I'm like, well, I mean, there goes the gaze factor.
Bless you.
Thank you. My
You're not allergic to
allergies.
dogs, are you? Are my dogs going through the camera? No.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm drinking apple cider vinegar. I might be allergic to it. I don't know.
Oh wow.
I don't think so. It just made my allergies act up. There's no telling.
Yeah, and and one thing about the gazing also is you can feel that energy.
Mm-hmm.
You can really feel that energy of somebody, whether it be
Yep.
good or bad, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
Absolutely true.
And that's the hard thing about being on videos all the time
Yeah.
and COVID, because you lost that engagement. Body language says a lot. We've lost all the body language because we sit on cameras now, right? Instead of being in a room with somebody, because body language tells a lot about somebody. Whether they're fidgety, you can tell easily if somebody's telling you, a bullshit story, or something by their
Yeah.
hands are moving or their legs are,
Or their foot is going up and down or whatever. Yeah.
And that's why I hate people that black screen. Just saying. You know what? You see what I'm saying? Damn it, Art.
Guys, this is my show. We're gonna end it about 15 minutes early. I want to give you guys a chance to plug a little bit. So I'm your host, Wild West. This is my show. What would you do? It's a show about relationships. Anywhere from relationships to leadership. I'm gonna start doing some streaming ones too. How would you handle a situation in your stream? Because a lot of people come and ask, or have those type of issues, or have two people that conflict with each other in a stream, and you like both of them, right? They're both good gifters, but they don't like each other, right? How one's telling you to kick the other one out, and the other one's, saying this. How would you go about? And I'm putting that together right now. On what would you do on that? How would you handle that situation? Because you're the host of your stream, and they both gift, they both comment, they both, have good chat in the stream, but they just don't like each other.
I think they need to grow up.
Do you want me to answer that now?
What's that?
Right, exactly.
Want me to answer that now? I was like, I'm kind of like looking, I'm like,
But that type of thing. I want to thank my top gifters for the stream. Bart, thank you. My number one, Vito, thank you. Miss CW, thank you. It looks like Chronic Chris, thank you. Hollywood, thank you. Kiki, Shotgun C. And I want to thank both of you guys, Top Badge Kitchen, Artman. If you guys want to say something about, plug your shows, plug what you're doing, anything you guys want to say.
please
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, you're the top badge. We'll let the top badge go last. Okay, so we do Fake Facts every Wednesday, 12 a.m., 9 p.m. Pacific time. You want to talk about them silly laws, the customs from not just the States, but from around the world. We check them out. I have my last week's winner, like right over here. He's sitting right here. He's hosting the stream. That there, Wild West. He got it. But Kitchen's been on the show as well. She did well.
Hard.
Yeah.
It's fun, though. It is fun.
It's fun, but it's hard.
So, for me, it's been a busy week. I've had multiple shows this week, and I'm on another one here in just a couple hours. Acting out, Role Model Fresh. I will be there.
Nice. Okay.
I'm also on one on Sunday. What is it? It was called Two Truths and a Lie with Fairy Godmother. I'm gonna be there. So if I'm not doing that, I'm working. Once again, if you are retired military, or sorry, if you served any type of military or anything like that, feel free to jump on my stream. I love to share the military stories and everything like that. So, Wild West, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Shay, hey, sheesh. Thank you, sheesh, sheesh. Thank you. Sorry, kids that come out.
I didn't realize you were Navy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I should have known that. Yeah, because I was stationed in San Diego Navy.
Okay. I was a submariner. I've been on to San Diego, 32nd Street, both dry and wet side.
Yeah, I was on Coronado Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both for your service. And anybody else in here that was in the military. I know Bart, I know several. Yeah. So thank you guys.
No problem. No problem. Once again, if you're military, absolutely. If you're military and you're here, you get a fave from me. That's just how I roll.
Definitely. Kitchen, you want to say a little bit about yours?
I'm just me. I have a crazy stream. It just happens. I mean, you don't know what you're gonna get when I like to play games. I like to, well, like lately we've been letting people choose music, and I'll play a song, and if I don't like it after so long, okay, that was good, and we go to the next song, or whatever, or play a song and let them guess who sings it or whatever. But I like I said, I've been starting up doing the juicing. I'm gonna start up doing that again as soon as I can handle being on my feet longer. Gatorade, you should be drinking coconut water. But those are things too that I'm considering maybe doing something on where, what's the healthier alternative to some of those things like that? You get more electrolytes for you out of coconut water than you do out of what you just drank, both of you. In case you did not know that.
Not if I drink like 10 of them. Nuh-uh.
Right.
10 of them, you can have one coconut water, and they're not bad for you. They're wonderful. They're excellent source of potassium and all your electrolytes. But anyway, I know random facts, and I'm trying to help everybody on the app, so I try not to kick anybody from my stream. But I have trolls. Some are not nice, and I laugh at them. But that's sweet. I really don't do a lot in my stream.
I can neither confirm or deny that I have been kicked from kitchen stream before.
Do what? Do what?
I can neither confirm or deny that I have been kicked from kitchen stream before. Just saying.
Oh, were you pressing hearts in my stream? We don't do that in my stream. Hi, Love Ninja. Well, then you were on a lurker and somebody didn't know, and that's why you got kicked. Yes, and Pekins. Yes, sir. Yeah, you better not. That's why you got kicked. Pekins is my up in the box girl, and Daylin. Those are my girls, and they hang out with me, especially on the weekends. We have more fun, of course, on the weekends, I think, than during the week. We just chill out. The
Well, I
weekends.
appreciate both your time. Thank you.
Hey.
Hi, Love Ninja.
I definitely appreciate you guys. You're welcome to stay in the box if you want to.
Alrighty. How are you, Love Ninja?
Still here.
Still here. But yeah, the scenario you said earlier, I'm like, can I just give my answer? Because I just want to give my answer.
Which scenario?
The scenario about about the streamers and having the two gifters in the same stream.
Yeah, I'm starting to put something like that together.
They need to learn their differences and just realize that they're there for you and not each other, and grow up.
I've been in streams, and I no longer go to the streams, where two guys, they were ready to go to their houses and fight. And I mean, it got ugly in the stream, and I felt bad for the girl. I felt really bad for her. She lost her stream. These two
Oh
guys were
wow.
going at each other. Yeah, these two
Exactly.
guys were going at each other in her stream,
I've
and
never.
I knew her, and I
They
was
can't
I
handle it.
sent her a message saying, "You got to control. You got to kick both of them. You got to, yeah, you got to knock them both out of your stream at least for a little while, because
So
they're
you
ripping
kick,
your stream apart."
exactly. So you kick them. And I hate saying this, but it's true. You kick them both. You kick them both. A real friend would understand and come back. Like you let them. You let them back in, or you just remove them from the stream. A real friend would come back. And when I say come back, whether it be the following day or the day after or something, that's what a real friend would do. Would come back to see and apologize to you, like, hey, I didn't mean to ruin your stream. That's it, right? I mean, I'm over that person. If the other
Right.
person doesn't come back in, let them go. Keep them gone.
Go.
Correct. And she
Take
had
the-
like
let the
100 people in her
toxicity go.
stream. She had 100 people in her stream, and you saw people were dropping. Nobody wants to be around that type of stuff in a stream. I mean, it
Yeah.
got serious. If they lived close to each other, there would have been a fight.
Wow.
Yes, that's the worst stream I've ever seen in my life. It was crazy. All over. I think it was all over who
Yeah.
gifted who more or something like that, and they got, yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. It's like, guys, this is not real. This is a virtual world. Stop it.
That's
It's
crazy.
not- yeah, but I don't know. I don't like streams like that, and that's why I go in usually. You don't know when I'm in unless you're looking, right? And just watch a
Right.
stream for a little bit and see how it's going and see what the vibe of the stream is.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's just, yeah. Anyway, hello everybody.
Guys, if you don't know, this is Top Badge Kitchen and Art Man. Art Man's show was amazing.
I'm still here. Yep. Sorry, just collecting the dogs.
Collecting the dogs. Yes. Oh, yeah, his show is fun, and I think I'll do it again, Artman, whenever you need somebody. But
Yeah, same here, Art Man. Anytime you need.
I'll do it again anytime you need somebody.
Are you gonna do like a tournament of tournament of champions or whatever, past winners?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm actually in process of already getting my past winners, and I got to come up with a date to do it. I was thinking Live Fest.
I know, NorCal. You're smart. I was like, huh?
NorCal just knows how I think.
I want to go against North.
Ooh, that would be good. Look, he wants a challenge. He wants a challenge.
Oh my God.
But it was
That
it
would
was
be a
fun.
good
I
challenge.
had a lot of fun on the show Wednesday night. Yeah, last night.
Yeah, it was last night. Wait, was it last night? No, night before. Night before.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday night. But I had a lot of fun.
That's so crazy.
Not to drop out of here soon enough, but I got a little thing I got to take care of at the moment. Hey, Wild West, thank you. Hey, if you guys have not followed Wild West in here, if you are in here following me, there's not many of you. I get it. Go ahead and favorite Wild West. Hit Kitchen with a fave. Top Batch Kitchen, that is. Hey, I love you guys. I love you both. I got your fave. And we will be doing a tournament again. I want you back on the show. So you guys have yourself a great night. If you go to what's her name, Role Model Fresh's show in about an hour, I'll be there.
Yeah, I love her show. I love watching how they.
It's funny.
Yeah, I've seen her show a couple of times.
All right, I'll check you guys later.
All
All
right.
right, take care, Art Man. I appreciate it. Guys, give Art Man a favor
Bye.
if you had faith.
Yes, fave him. Make sure y'all fave Wild West and favorite the gifters. I'm going to bow out myself. But thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I had a good time.
I appreciate the kitchen. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And everybody, make sure in my stream for my stream that are in here, please make sure that y'all do favorite Wild West. Thank you.
And the same on my stream. Favorite Top Badge Kitchen. Definitely. I appreciate you, kitchen. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Ninja, I saw you come in. It was nice meeting you. Lead admin, Soulful, welcome. I reached out to you, Soulful. Shadow told me to reach out to you. I think she's not going to admin anymore. She told me to reach out to you. Maybe you could help me be an admin. Thank you, Kitchen. Hey, stop in. LOL. Yeah, I'll probably come see us have our box party. Okay. I'll probably do about another 30 minutes. We're live now, Wild West. Okay. Definitely, see. I'll definitely be by. Thank you. Thank you, Kitchen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you. Thank you, Kitchen. Hey, Shout. Thank you. How are you? I'm good. Thank you. Well, welcome to the stream. You just missed my show. Emoji J, I'm sure you know that stop recording. We're good. I appreciate it. Anybody still out there want to